Hi, Heather. Thanks for coming out today.
I'm really happy to be here.
You're one of our teachers here at Discover Your Spiritual Gifts, and you like to bring classes to teach. Can you talk with us a little bit on what you're focusing on the teaching side when you teach classes?
Right now, I'm focusing on manifesting. So that's one of my favorite things. I've been really good about it in my own life in the past and even in the present. And so one of the things that I'm doing is teaching people how to create a vision board and how to not only put the beautiful pictures on the vision board, but how to actually set the intention to make those things come true.
Well, all of us want to manifest more in our life. I mean, that's really key. We get stuck and not understanding how to be more financially abundant or to have the things in our life that we really have. I'm a true believer that there's more than enough out there for all of us.
Absolutely.
And we get stuck and we believe that we can, and that's what gets us kind of stuck more. I love doing vision boards and putting photos on the board, so that sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah. So this last year, on my vision board, I was starting my own business, which is what I did this past year, and that was really important to me. So I'm really excited to be here because this is part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you made it what you were starting out,
Exactly.
I have to tell a story, so I'm going to share a little bit. Back in the 80s, mid 80s, so I'll tell how old I am, early 80s. When you used to have cars that had vinyl felt on the tops of the ceilings, I used to take Post-it notes and write my goals, my visions, and I would pin them across the top of my car. So when people would get in, like we'd go to lunch or go for a ride, they'd get in and they'd be like, what is that? And I'd be like, that's my goals. And I'd have dates and I'd have all those things. And I had created and done this process for a long time. And then at the time I went out and bought me a convertible. So no longer could I pin my goals to the top. So I took all my Post-it notes down and put them in a stack and stuck them in my drawer and really forgot them. Until several years later, I was moving into my first home, and you're unpacking all your boxes and putting stuff up, and you're really excited to be in your new home. And as I found my stack of Post-it notes, I started going through and looking at the goals I had set. And I had actually set a goal of moving into my first home that month, that year. And I had completely forgotten about it. It kind of blows you away.
It sure does. And that's the thing. Spirit will tell you what the date should be. And that's how you can manifest things. Spirit will help you with that. So as soon as you set the intention out there, and you have to be specific about the time. Because if you're not, then it'll just sit there and wait until you're specific about when you want it.
You have to be clear on what you want to manifest. My friend called me one day and she goes, the universe is not funny. And I said, what's the matter? And she goes, for the last few weeks, I've been saying, I just need a day off. I just need a day off from work. I just need a day off from work. She goes, yesterday I spent all day in the emergency room. She goes, I got my day off from work, but that is really not what I was looking for.
Exactly.
So
yeah,
we got to be clear.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the biggest keys to manifesting is how you feel about it. So if you feel the joy from it, if you feel and that's how we manifest the sorrow in our life. Because as soon as you feel that sorrow, you bring more of that to yourself. So it's better to feel joy.
It is.
This is the wonderful things that you want in your life, and you need to feel joy about it. And that's the thing that's going to help manifest.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people signing up because everybody is looking for ways to bring more things into their lives. So thank you for coming and sharing your gifts with us. And thanks for teaching here. I really appreciate you coming out today.
Well, I find it a blessing just to be here and be in this space is wonderful.
Well, thank you, Miss Heather. Thank you for watching our video. Please check out our class schedule on Meetup and Eventbrite, on our Facebook page, and on our website. Just look for Discover Your Spiritual Gifts, and we hope to see you really soon at our center.
Discover connection, awaken sacredness, become empowered. Come experience a difference at Discover Your Spiritual Gift.